Hello everyone, my name is Akash Yadav. I am pursuing my BTech CSC degree in VIT University. Today I am going to explain you about one of the most important concepts in Java. You must have heard about the exception handling in Java. It is a quite basic topic. You must have learned or heard about it in object-oriented programming in C++. So now coming to the exception handling in Java. The exception handling in Java is one of the most powerful mechanisms which handle the runtime error so that the normal flow of the programs can be maintained. And now you have a doubt that what is an exception? An exception is an event that disrupts the normal flow of the programs. It's basically an object which is thrown during the runtime of the programs. Basically, there are main four types of exceptions: input audio exceptions, SQL exceptions, class not found exceptions, and runtime exceptions. So what is runtime exceptions? Runtime exceptions is a type of exceptions which is occurred during the executions of the programs. You must have seen when you execute the programs in Java, sometimes there is a runtime error in your output screen. It is basically due to the runtime exceptions. Further, the runtime exceptions is divided into three types: automatic exceptions, null pointer exceptions, and array index out of bound exceptions. Now, I am going to further explain you about the runtime exceptions by showing the examples how the runtime exceptions occur in our programs and how can we solve the runtime exceptions of our programs. So now I'm going to explain and show you how that the exception occur in our program. According to my experience, I would rather like to prefer the online compiler rather than the offline compiler, because the online compiler is easily available and won't have to do the various steps to install the compiler. Now you can see the online compiler is here. So now I'm going to show you how the automatic exceptions occur in our programs. At first, install a package called import java.io.star. Now I'll first remove this one and give a try function. Now initialize a equals to 50 divided by 0. As you can see the initializations, it may throw an exception. So to handle this exception, we will initialize a catch function and use the arithmetic exception which is already assigned and available in the library of Java. Now I'm going to print system.out.println println e. So you can see I have written all the codes. So now I'm going to run the program. So you can see the arithmetic exceptions it display in our output screen. It basically identify that when we divide any integer with 0 and the arithmetic exception will occur. So now I'm going to show you how the array index out of bound exceptions occur in our programs. So to do that, basically we have to create one array, name A, initialize the value for array 1 comma 2 comma 3 semicolon, sorry, print. Okay, print basically system dot out dot prin print ln a5. So I want a5 as my output. So now as per my initializations, I think that it may throw exception. So that to handle that exception, I need to assign a catch functions with an array index out of bound exceptions. So now you can see that I've already completed the program. Now I'm going to run it and show you how the array index out of exceptions occur in these programs. It is basically that our array is of size 3 and we are want to get the output of index 5. So it is not possible because our array length is only 3. So you can get the array index out of bound exceptions in it. Now I can do both the arithmetic exceptions and array index out of exceptions in the same programs and show you how that the program will show only one exceptions rather than the two. So let's b equals to, inside the value of b equals to 60 divided by 0. Now I've already assigned so go for system dot out dot print print ln in bracket array index out of exception occur in double quote. Now again creating another catch function for arithmetic exception and again printing system dot out dot print ln arithmetic exception occur in slide semicolon. We have to slide semicolon over there. Now I'll create one more catch function to catch exception E exception E, and now I'm going to display. So now you can see I have already assigned one try, and in try I have already initialized b equals to 60/0 and the array, and now I've already assigned the 3 catch for the 3 exceptions. Now I'm going to run the program. Now you can see only one
exception will be displayed on the output screen rather than the two exception. This is basically it taking some time um, because of compilation. So wait. So you can see only the arithmetic exceptions occur at the first. The array index out of the exception will not occur. So in this way, we can learn how the exception occur in our program. Thank you so much for seeing the video. Now coming to additional learning. As we all know the importance of additional learning in Java. As being a computer science student in VIT University, the student must have to be confident in the programming language and the logical part of the programs. Each and every logical concept of the programs should be clear. As additional learning is basically learning something extra or beyond our syllabus, but which should be interrelated with our course subject. It is not like that we will study something vast out of the topic. And I have chosen the topic for my additional learning is object-oriented programming in Java. It is offered by the University of California, San Diego. It is basically a 6-week course and it is interrelated with the quizzes, practice exercise and assessments. Before doing assessments, and basically I'm doing it on Coursera platform. So you have seen that I've already enrolled in my course Object-Oriented Programming in Java, offered by the California San Diego. Let's start from the week 1. Now I'm going to show you how you do the additional learning in Java through the object-oriented programming. So it is basically the memory modules and feedback of the quiz answer. Explanations, if you attend any quiz, it will give you that. Now coming to the overview of my course, as I have already started the course before this week, I've completed some of my weeks. Before giving the quiz, we must have to complete various videos, reading documents, and we have to attempt the practice exercise so we can easily get a proper grade in each and every quiz. Now you can see here there are the various video on the topic called course opening title, a customized welcome to the course, and welcome to the object-oriented programming. So we must have to go through all these videos and the reading parts, and we must have to attempt the practice exercise. Now I'm going to the practice exercise. Now when I start, we go and start click. Most of the time something we can attempt at least for 3 times, and after that we have to try again after 8 hours. Now let's go back to okay, now let's go back to the week 2. Now in week 2 you can see it's basically related to the memory module, scope and project. So getting set up for coding, you have to go through again all these videos and read all about that, and have to complete at last the quizzes which I've already completed. So you must have to go through all these videos before you completing the quizzes. And basically, I told you in the first that scores is basically related with quizzes, digital assessment, and practice exercises. So to attain the proper grade, you must have to go through all these videos, reading parts, and the practice exercises. So last but not the least, this is my course on which I am doing my Addison Learning on Java, and just love this course. It's quite nice, and I have learned so much from this in the last week. I've already completed the 3 week. Now you can see in the first week there is no any quizzes but only practice exercise. I've already completed week 3, week 4, and week 5, and my pending is week 6 and week 2. So I will completely complete in a short times, so I could go through the other topic in Java. Thank you all of you for listening me. Thanks a lot.